up, guys?
Hey.
Back with another video. What are
Yes.
we doing today?
So today I wanted to do Hypnotized by System of a Down.
I don't think I know this.
No.
I only know like one or two System of a Down songs. I
Okay.
like them,
I
but
know that you know a few of them. I was trying to pick one that you wouldn't know.
yeah, I don't think I know this.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. Links are in the description below. And our username is yourewithsmith. That's YOURE on Instagram, TikTok, and everything. And also, I forgot to mention, obviously, like the way our channel goes, I show James songs that I love and songs that I know. So I know this song. So I will be singing along. Okay.
Why don't you ask the kids at Tiananmen Square? Was fashion the reason why they were there? They disguise it, hypnotize it. Television made you buy it. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my.
Okay. Do you know it?
So maybe I've heard it, but
Okay. I love
really,
this one. I'm surprised it's not like more popular,
yeah.
in my opinion. So he starts out, why don't you ask the kids at Tiananmen Square? Was fashion the reason why they were there? So I'm sure you know what Tiananmen Square is. It was I believe it was a series of protests in 1989 in Beijing, China. A bunch of students, like college students, were protesting the communist regime in China, and their military, I think, was going after the students and like killing them. Like a lot, I think they killed like thousands of students. And then also, the famous photo where yeah, like the one like student protester standing in front of, I think it's three tanks in a row, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's holding like shopping bags in each hand.
Really?
I think so.
So I've seen so many reiterations of that photo in like TV and movies for some reason. I just remember a guy standing there just like with his arms at his sides, like not doing
So
anything.
I think he's holding,
You might be right
let's
though.
see.
What happened to that?
So it's very contested. Some people think he was arrested, maybe killed, imprisoned. Don't really know. Yeah, so he's holding bags.
Oh yeah.
See?
Jeez. Yeah, and there's in the bigger image, it's like he's standing in front of like four tanks.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so he's saying,
Mm. Was fashion the reason why they were there? Like,
"Hmm,
were the kids just there because it was cool,
there's a
because
thing
they
to
were trying
do.
to do like the hip new in fashion thing, or like were they really there protesting
I'm
for a reason?
I'm sure it was some of it was fashionable, you know what I mean? But I'm sure a lot of them really were
So they were very
standing up.
severe, like communist regime.
Yeah,
They're
for
being
sure.
miserable. They're like, what the fuck? Like, get me out of this shit. So they're protesting, like, this has to stop.
Yeah,
And they're
definitely.
being killed for it.
Hmm.
And to this day, they still refer to it as the June 4th incident, I believe, and also the June 4th massacre in China.
So if I'm not mistaken, so I don't know if they renamed it. I don't know if it's not called Tiananmen Square anymore. I feel like it's not.
I
But
know,
either
I know
way,
we call it
no, for
for
sure.
sure.
and that's what it was at the time. But
Yeah.
there's no like memorial to it. You know what I mean? Like to that guy or anything. So they try to
Well,
keep
they're
it.
still under communist
Yeah.
control.
Yep.
So that makes sense that
Hmm.
they wouldn't want to memorialize that when it goes against their current
Yeah,
regime as well.
for sure.
So they disguise it, hypnotize it, television made you buy it. What are we talking about? Propaganda.
Yeah. Because in this case, communist propaganda.
Yeah. And then this is cool. So he goes, I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my. Um, so I'm not going to explain it yet because I don't want to ruin it. Because if you don't know the song, you don't know what he's waiting for.
Mm.
So I will leave it here and we'll keep listening. We'll go over that part in like a minute.
I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my. She's scared that I will take her away from there. Dreams and her country left with no one there. Mesmerize the simple-minded propaganda leaves us blinded. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl.
Okay, we'll go into the solo in a minute. Okay, let's get back to where we were.
I was waiting for the change up because I know that's what they always do that.
Yeah, because no, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth here. Are they Turkish?
Armenian.
Armenian. So, sorry, no one come for me at that. I literally forgot.
Yeah.
But they use a lot of like Armenian like instruments. That's why
The sound, yeah.
yeah,
Even the guitars and stuff,
they're
and yeah,
influenced strongly
yeah, you
by
hear that.
Armenian sound. So that's why it's so different from like other type of rock music that you hear.
Hmm.
So back to where we were, I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my. She's scared that I will take her away from there. So I think she is like living in the communist country and she's like so used to it. She doesn't know anything else. She's like, oh, like no, like I want to be home. Like she doesn't want to leave home,
Yeah.
right?
So maybe, I mean, I I feel like that's how I interpret it, but I don't know if that is exactly what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's like, is this so he's saying he says waiting for my girl. So obviously he's talking about a girl, but then it's like, is the she symbolic of something? You know what I mean? And it's like, take her away from there. Is he referring specifically back to China, or is it vague? Are these two separate, verses that are not connected? I mean, they are, but they're not the same situations. Like, I don't fucking know. I
So
don't know
you
how
know
deep to go.
me. The way that I always look at things is if there's no clear and present explanation for a song, I take it, and even when there is a clear and present explanation, like it's all art. So it's like, in my opinion, it's a left up to interpretation. So, like, yeah, there may be like a solid meaning by the artist, but also like there's what you see. You look at a piece of artwork, like the artist will tell you what it is, but you can also see different things in it. Like, that's the whole point.
I agree.
So it's whatever, if you're right, it's like,
No, I agree, and I like that too. But my mind always goes to what the fuck was the artist meaning when they said this?
okay,
What was in their
let's
head?
go to the
You know
next
what I
line.
mean?
Dreams in her country left with no one there. So I
Interesting.
think that coincides with like if everyone were to just, leave the regime, then no one would be there and her country wouldn't be the country that it was.
So when I hear the dreams and her country left with no one there, so for the country left with no one there. To me, it sounds like almost like a refugee crisis, like people fleeing from a war zone. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I'm not the biggest System of a Down fan. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
a couple of their songs, but I know, especially when they were popular, they talked a lot against the Iraq War and shit. So I know that they talk about the wars a lot. So I don't know if, to me, I this is giving me visions of like a war-torn country with the refugee crisis fleeing. So, oh, okay. So yes, dreams in her country left with no one there. So I think she had dreams of leaving the country, and
Um,
that's why no one's in the country anymore.
okay.
I mean, again, this is my first time hearing this, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting.
No, I like that. You helped me because obviously, like, I don't know everything for sure. I try my best, but this line kind of had me like, what does this mean? So let's keep moving forward. Mesmerize the simple-minded, propaganda leaves us blinded. So that's like self-explanatory, really, but like propaganda, communist propaganda, any type of propaganda,
Yeah,
it mesmerizes the people who buy into it.
yeah,
Like the people who watch the news all day, every day, and are like, oh, like that's fact, that's true, and don't do any thinking for themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because he uses the word simple-minded, which I at least I don't believe is synonymous, nor do I think he meant it as stupid. Because it was the Michael Malice, his quote that he always says is it's easier to train a smart dog than it is a dumb dog.
That's
So some of the
true.
smartest people
You can be book
buy
smart
into
and
propaganda.
still buy right into it. That's
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It happens to even the people who are spouting off the propaganda. They don't even realize what they've bought into themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. Okay. And then keep going. I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl. So, I believe he's the guitarist, Darren. I want to say Daron because that's like what it looks like his name is, but I believe it's just Darren.
I don't know.
He was sitting in his car waiting for his girlfriends when he wrote this song.
That's funny.
So, because I always wondered, I was like, what does that have to do with
With the
anything? And it's like,
verses.
that's what it has to do with the song. He literally was sitting in his car waiting for his girlfriends when he wrote this song.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the art in it. Like, it doesn't have a meaning or a tie into in this song. Like, I briefed myself when I was looking up the songs, to try to like make sure I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Even though like I love this song, I don't know the meaning behind every single song I listen to, guys.
yeah,
Nobody does. You have to
yeah,
be crazy, and I'm just not crazy, but
yeah,
um, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I was looking up the lyrics and people were saying like, oh, like it's like another nod at like being anti-propaganda. I'm like, no. He was sitting in his car. But like if that's what you're thinking, then maybe there is something in there. Cause again, it's art,
yeah.
it's up to interpretation. But that's just why he threw that in there, because he was literally sitting in his car writing this song.
It's funny.
Yeah. Which I thought was awesome. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, this is so cool.
it's cool.
And we'll pick up like
Yeah, I think
I guess we were
we are.
here. It's so good. I mean, they just repeated the chorus, so there's really nothing to go over there. But
Yeah.
what do you think?
I liked it. It was good. I feel like it's more mellow, like I said at one point, like when we paused and that I guess solo was starting to pick up and it was getting harder.
Yeah,
I'm so used to them
being like
just
crazy.
like doing like this like like beautiful singing and harmonizing and then it turns and it goes really fucking hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like BYOB.
When I was young, I didn't like it. I couldn't stand it.
Oh, I
I
didn't like it when I was younger
Yeah.
either. It would scare me. But
Yeah.
like that's the beauty of like growing older and maturing and like being able to listen to things that once terrified you. Like Slipknot scared me when I was a lot younger. Like
Hmm.
I did not listen to Slipknot when I was in elementary school or like early middle school, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
was like, what is this? I was too busy with like my pop and my pop punk music back then.
Yeah. But I mean this is a cool song. It does seem more overall mellow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of their more I guess more mellow songs, but it's still really, really good.
It
Like
is.
I love this song.
I like their singing. I like when they harmonize their singing,
Yes.
That's cool.
And I love the instruments that they use. It just makes them so different from every other band ever.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm like pretty ignorant when it comes to like the instruments, like what they are, you know what I mean? So like I don't know if there's a specific type of guitar they're using or it's a type of tuning they're doing to the guitar, but whatever it
It's
is, it's fucking
probably
awesome.
both, I would think. I know they're definitely using like like different types of instruments. I don't think it's just a different way of playing. I think it is like I don't know what kinds they would be, but I think like they're native to Armenia.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
very cool. I like it.
Yes.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's good.
But we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.